Okay. Let me check the settings. Okay. Okay. Let me put my Twitch over here.
You start the draft already?
I will also put that. Just give me 1 second. I'm putting all that in the description so everybody can look at it right away. Just give me 1 second. This is the last thing I'm putting right over here. Okay. I will actually put that in the description so you guys can click it right away, okay? This is Arena. Where'd they go? Masters of Arena, best of 3. Post draft.
Professor said they will do the draft for Savashi. Oh boy.
Okay. Okay, can you do the draft and give me the link so I can put it over there?
Yeah.
So when you have the final link, send me that. So I will put it here so he can join with that link. Do not send him the link personally. I will put it in here, okay? Okay.
Yeah, I sent it already. Well, it's fine. You can just. I did not send it the password actually.
You don't have to send him the password. I think it works without password, right? You can send it to him. It's fine. Okay. Perfect. Alrighty. So is he able to pick? Okay, now you can pick the civs. You can do the civ now. Shut up, Lays. What an ass.
So guys, see you later.
See, yep. I will
Bye.
go spectate. Please spectate me, Joey.
Does
Thank you. Hi, Chris. How are you today?
Hello. I'm very well.
All right. So we are currently seeing the draft. You can click the link in the description, and it will allow you to spectate the civs that you can draft. Steve, Ivanka,
Yes.
right? Is that how you pronounce your name?
Yeah, Owenka or George.
George?
Yes.
Can I please call you Captain? Captain America. Is that all right?
200 IQ ban from DeniZ.
Oh boy. Let me mute one small thing. Okay. Perfect. So let's talk about the civ draft. The first thing DeniZ banned is his own freaking no. It was actually DarkJoey who banned Turks, right?
Yes.
Okay, so he definitely does not. Oh, the other user disconnected.
Yeah, I was gonna say you shouldn't ban random.
Oh, okay. So I guess they will redo the draft.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, this link is not gonna work anymore, so I have to. You guys may need a new board. All right. Oh, starting back here and okay. Let's see. Turks and Aztecs are banned. Okay.
Yeah. I think it's interesting that Joey bans Turks because he also gets the first choice, the first pick.
Mm-hmm.
I think DeniZ has quite fast castle pushes, so Turks are a good option for that.
By the way,
Cannot
this
play
is
25.
DeniZ. This is DeniZ, not Reclamation, just to avoid confusion. You know DeniZ, right? The guy who plays team games with us sometimes, the Turkish guy. So this is DeniZ.
Yeah.
All right. So Koreans. Now, what would Koreans do on Arena? This is what I would be wondering.
Probably fast imp into bombard towers.
Yeah, definitely what would be happening. Nothing in feudal age, eh? Definitely nothing in feudal age. Now, I like that Teutons was a choice there, because until Koreans get the guard towers, Teutons will be favored, but at the cost of idling more villagers.
Yeah.
Oh, Inca. That is very interesting.
Yeah, I think Inca is very interesting. Does he want to tower rush as well?
With really strong villagers, that could be a thing.
I'm not really
Yeah,
sure
also-
of DeniZ picks.
Really? I mean, Britain's is clearly good. Portuguese is also very aggressive. Koreans is extremely aggressive if he's going to trash. And Franks, I mean, you could have picked Spanish over that. I think that would have been a better option, don't you think?
Yeah, I'm interested to see what he has prepared for Franks.
No one of them picked Spanish or Mayans. Interesting.
Yeah, as I said, I would have gone for Spanish over Franks, and I would have actually gone Mayans over Inca in this matchup. Or even Chinese, to be honest, wouldn't be a bad choice. The one thing I see... go ahead.
I think Inca could be very good against Franks if you get Kamayuks and Slingers.
Yeah. Franks would get onagers with siege engineers, though, correct?
Yeah, it's true.
So that would be... And bombard cannons, too, so...
The thing is, with Franks, I'm not sure how aggressive you can play in Castle Age.
Right.
Because usually going all in knights doesn't work because everyone's gonna have monks, right? So.
Well, you can go all in castle push. A lot of castles.
Oh yeah, that makes sense actually. And he's known to be a castle pushing player.
But Incas or Malay Burmese, they are so much better than Franks or Koreans.
I agree.
Well,
yeah, with Koreans, I think you either have to do a very greedy boom into late game, or finish the game in Castle Age.
Yeah. I'm not sure if DeniZ is able to play late in game.
Yeah, maybe not.
Joey. He will go for trash or something crazy.
Unban only in.
And this shows again how good melee are overall, because if you get melee against Koreans, you can just simply do the very fast up, like 20 or 21 pop into eco upgrades, and then do this a bit slower fast castle version, but with all the eco behind it, and you'll be up before the Koreans, so you can easily defend towers there. So I think against melee, you really don't want to trash.
Yeah, it will have so much better economy.
Yeah, exactly.
Incas.
Okay, so Inca against Franks. Okay.
Oh, that's exactly what we wanted to see right now, and this is actually really important. So I will let you describe Joey's map, Chris, and see how that goes.
Okay, so the first thing I like very much about this map is his 3 goals in the back. They are amazing, and he also has a neutral stone in the very back at the top side, which may come in handy if DeniZ decides to trash. He may see the both main stones of Joey at the front.
Right.
But if Joey scouts the skull stone in the back, he might be quite alright then.
It's a long walk, though. It's a pretty long walk.
It is, yeah. Yeah, that's true.
With a tiger really, I mean, a wolf really guarding that little place, but actually 2 of them. This could turn out very bad if you know where I'm going with this, but hopefully not, and it's not a trash game.
Well, he is Inca, so he can get the scale mail armor just to fight the wolves if he doesn't want to get Bloom.
Sure. Captain, I'll let you describe DeniZ's map. Go ahead, please.
Well, so DeniZ has much worse map than Joey, because he has main gold forward, main stone forward, and he has only small gold in front of his base, and I am not sure if he gonna find it.
Yeah, and he also has 2 equally balanced map with 2 wolves guarding the very last goal in the back. Very nice to see. But yes, this is a very, very, very tough map for DeniZ. Unless he decides to play this very aggressively, or I'm not sure really what to say, because in late game this would pretty much kill him, in my opinion.
But DeniZ could use his other berries if he just deletes some walls, so he won't be opened and
Still
he can profit of Frank bonus.
That's a very good call, yes.
I completely forgot about that. That farmers, well, for Franks. Let's check that quickly for our viewers. Farm upgrades free, which is very good. And berry workers are 25% faster, so that would actually give him a very decent boost, as you mentioned. At this point, all players have found their resources. There is a rule for no laming boars, but I think that wouldn't be required. Let's check. Joey actually did scout the backstone, which is really good from him, and also his back gold. That's very good. Let's check if DeniZ has actually managed to scout his... Oh, he did not. He is going back with a scout, and he has not seen his back, which is very troubling in my opinion, because that essentially would be a game changer in late game, because that is 800, 800, and 800. That is a lot of gold for a lot of paladins right over there.
Yeah. Well, maybe this indicates that he wants to play it a little more aggressive, that he doesn't scout all of his back base, so
yeah,
could be an option. So we see both with 4 vills on wood, so I doubt there'll be any trushing.
Yep, looks like a standard game. And to be very fair, I wouldn't know if this trush, even if he trushed, would actually help him a lot. Because the way Joey's map is set up, yes, he loses his stone, but he knows he has a third stone magically in the back, and this would be very defendable, but this would allow DeniZ to get the whole map control.
I think DeniZ is quite lucky that Joey didn't go for scout. He didn't know his map.
You are actually very correct. Joey is very busy luring his zebra, or deer in this case. And what the biggest issue I see is... oops, I have a message, sorry. Is if he doesn't scout his map right now, he won't be able to do that in Castle until Castle Age then. Which could be very, very, very bad.
I assume the Eagle in Castle Age still wins against the Frank Scout. I haven't checked that before, but should be.
You're correct. I had to adjust my camera.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right. Yeah, actually, Joey told me today that he, in 1v1s, rarely scouts his opponent before luring the deer.
Mm-hmm.
Which I think in this particular scenario is not too good for him, because the tower rush on the bottom side of DeniZ's base would have been very good, and then he could have also denied the 2 goals at the top.
That is true. I'm getting a little confused over here. I have to change the civs over there because that is not correct. So let me update the scoreboard. Just 1 second.
I really don't like how DeniZ placed his villagers on gold and how many of them is there. So bad economy.
Okay, back in the game.
Yeah, this is something that DeniZ is also known for, that he puts a lot on gold and buys the resources he wants. So if he just booms 3 GCs, he would still put a lot on gold and buy the food to sustain villager production from the 3 GCs.
But he's going for stone now, so with a lot of villagers.
Okay.
Gonna see.
Very unconventional build. Let's see if that actually works out for him. I'm wondering this is going to be some sort of defensive castle, or maybe a full Titanic castle drop right in front of his base. But as we speak about that, we can see Joey actually going barracks. So are we gonna see archers or eagles?
Eagles, most likely.
I also think eagles.
And do you think eagles is the better option here, with maybe perhaps monks?
Yeah, I think its bows are not needed.
Really? What would you do? Consider just boom and not even pick relics in this case?
I would go for relics.
But without investing in eagles?
Yes, just like 1 or 2 relics. I think it's enough for Incas versus Franks.
So let's check the relic placement, Chris. We can see that Joey does have 1 here, very close to his gate, and the second one almost in his territory on the top right corner. But then the other 3 relics are kind of favored to DeniZ, in my opinion.
Yeah, I'd say it's fairly very fair relic placement, because the one between the neutral gold and one of the stones of DeniZ is, I think, in the middle.
Yeah, it's pretty much in the middle. Yep.
Now we see something interesting. DeniZ is going forward with his builds, so this is gonna be a castle drop.
Without loop.
This is why.
He's
no loop, guys, and they are not full HP villagers. Okay, Titanic coming right now. This is going to be fun, and we can already see in the chat people are saying YOLO castle drop incoming, and that is... Please wall your villagers in, guys. I don't want to... Oh, shit. Oh, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no.
The Eagles are paying off so much right now.
That castle is a doubt castle. It will not go up. It will not go up. I mean, even if it goes up, this is not a good thing at all, in my opinion. We already have
so 3 vills down.
3 down.
DeniZ.
Monk is there.
And the Tara.
Oh boy, doubt castle.
No,
He will.
Oh boy.
I think he'll get it. Yeah, he'll get it.
Yeah.
But what does he achieve by this?
Yeah,
He's 24 pop. I mean, sorry, 24 villagers. And what is his follow-up? Now the thing is, what? Okay, Joey's -1 will. All right, that's not too bad. Second will,
-2.
really good. Okay. Now, what is DeniZ gonna do? Mine his stone and put a second castle, in my opinion. I think that's what's gonna happen.
So.
Man, I already like this game. This is so crazy already. Oh
I think
boy.
if DeniZ had a better eco balance behind this, so he's just now seeding a lot of farms. So if he had those before, I think he would be able to get some X-Men out, which could be nice as well.
But hey, look at his gold count. He could buy himself whatever he wants right now. He's sitting on 800 gold. Yes, of
I'm
course.
sure he already bought some, so...
But you know what that means? If he's buying other resources from food, which he just did 200 food right now, that means Joey can buy himself actually gold, which is not going to be too bad since he's going to try to defend with siege, right?
Yeah, I was gonna say, I think the Siege Workshop is an overreaction by Joey, in my opinion.
Wasn't needed. What is he expecting at this point? He's expecting...
I mean, what does he want to do with it? What, just to mangonel to defend from a further, like a second castle? Because you're not gonna ram rush a Frank who can easily build some X-Men in defense.
And he does have 3 monks, which I would like Joey to go pick up relics if that is actually possible right now, because that would be the perfect time for him to go, because X-Men are not so mobile, right? And
It's actually Joey did Siege Tower.
for what?
Interesting
okay.
choice.
Wait, what? He's not gonna put monks in the siege tower, right? That's not something I've ever seen before, which is not possible, but wouldn't that be something we would want to see in DE? Monks being able to go in siege tower. So he's planning to counterattack, from what I understand. He's gonna load that up and most probably...
I think he's quite sure he has no defender.
Right. And guess what, guys? Who is up to Imperial Age? This is the most titanic game in the world already. Oh boy.
30 will fast imp.
Hey man, if anyone can do this, it's this guy. Really. No one else has the ability to do this, in my opinion. Oh man.
Let's check his stone card. I think if he gets another castle in range of the first castle, I mean, he has Botkin, which I like very much, and then gets out traps, that could work.
So what is his master plan? Just castle on castle with traps? Is that what he wants to do?
I guess so, yeah. Well, he doesn't have the eco for any sort of real military production, in my opinion.
Well, the villager difference is growing really fast. We see a villager difference of 22 at this point. And DeniZ is going to be stagnant on 30 for the next minute and a half or so. But his resources are, I think, looking perfect for a second castle right around the corner of Imperial Age, as well as at least 2 traps.
Yeah, but his problem is the siege tower.
Which will be coming very shortly.
Yes.
Do we know where it is? I can't see it on the map.
No.
Where did
There's
it
no
go?
scouting.
No, where did the siege tower go? Oh, there it is.
It's on
There
the
it
right
is.
side.
Yep, there it's coming, guys. Oh boy. I don't know if I want to see the second castle or I want to see siege tower. I want to see the siege tower.
Okay, so he has enough stone for second castle and is queuing up 2 traps instantly.
Yep.
Getting wheelbarrow.
Yep.
Interesting build order. Yeah, he has no defense at home. This can be very bad for him.
Now, I don't like that castle. I would have wanted to see it a little bit further. Just outside range of the mangonel, because this castle does absolutely nothing. And there comes the crossbows, by the way.
He had no vision before. He just had the vision due to the trap, and before he only had line of sight of the castle, so he didn't actually see anything beyond the walls of Joey.
So that's -1 will, and I guess we're gonna have another 5, 6 wills dead. So that's 2, 3,
Probably TG coming.
4, 5, 6.
That's a very good decision by Joey. Oh no, he's pulling all the boys
7
and girls.
8. 8 wills dead, and oh lordy.
Okay, I hope he's putting all the vills on these 2 stone piles of Joey, and then just build castles non-stop. He doesn't need any extra resources.
Yeah, but the thing is, look at the pop difference. He's sitting on pop that you would have in Dark Age. So it's gonna be Dark Age versus Castle Age, man. I mean, sure, Joey's gonna be without a TC soon, but does that do anything?
I don't like that he went for the siege workshop with the traps. I think it's too slow. I think you need to kill the TCs instantly so that Joey is never clicking up to him.
Mm-hmm. And Joey's getting a defensive castle already. And if you look at Joey's resources,
not gonna help him.
Yeah, well, if you see Joey's resources, I think he wants to click up right after the castle is done. If I'm not.
Yeah, but I think the castle is down before he's up to him.
Yes. If Joey loses this game, this will be pop 27 versus pop 100 or something like that. This is not gonna be funny in any way of this game.
It looks like DeniZ's mentor was Eddie. This is very Eddie-esque play.
Just do 10 pop into fast and into traps castles, why not?
You don't need eco if you have traps. That's the philosophy.
Yep. With castle behind. So he's... yeah, go ahead.
I again don't like this by DeniZ. He's not achieving anything with his traps right now. He needs to go forward and kill the castle, kill actual military production or TCs, and not mills.
And just to give you guys a little bit understanding of Joey's home base, he's 0 wills. None. Absolutely 0. How do you say 0 in other 10 different languages? I would love to hear it. Those are last 5 wills running away from his base. I think he wants to just do...
Okay, now Joey's up to Imp and has some slingers.
Oh, that trap is gonna get some free shots from Mango.
Yeah, and now this is why the second castle is in a very bad spot, because you can't actually advance past the range of the castles now, so you're not gonna get anything else done.
So he stopped his push with one mangonel.
Yes, basically.
Well, there's gonna be about more dead wills over here if you guys give him
and again,
just 10 seconds.
This third castle is not very good.
And wow, yeah, that castle is not gonna go up anytime soon unless he wants to punch the gate over there and build it from somehow. Okay, he deleted it. Okay.
Another bad castle.
What's his plan? Pop 10 and win? Oh no, wait. Well, GG is called. GG is definitely called because Joey is essentially standing next to the TC over there. With his archers. Oh boy. Oh boy. This was extremely Titanic. Alright. Okay. let's check the Civ pool again very quickly. Let me update the scoreboard as well. We will do.
So Incas and Franks gone. So that leaves Joey with Burmese, Teutons, and Malay,
Mm-hmm.
and DeniZ with Britons, Koreans, Portuguese. Okay.
I think he should go for Portuguese. Just try with Organgans.
Why is King Cat getting banned in the chat? Did King Cat type something that he gets banned?
I think he spammed.
Yeah, he spams a lot. Okay. You can't write all caps. Okay, fine.
Oh, okay.
Serves you right. Serves you right, King Cat. He's like, keyboard warrior, I'm gonna type all caps over here. Oh boy. Okay.
I think German keyboards only have caps. That's the problem.
Okay. So the other choices that we can think about, well, Incas and Franks are out. We could potentially see either Burmese, Teutons, and Malay. I have a feeling that Joey's either gonna go Burmese or Malay the next one, and DeniZ is gonna go Koreans.
Yeah, I was thinking too that DeniZ might go Koreans.
Wow.
But I do agree with George that he should probably go for Portuguese because Koreans can be the same Titanic game as the one we saw just then.
Right.
I think Joey could go for Malays because they are quite safe choice.
Yeah.
Good economy, good army versus all of those saves. Well, Britons, if they get full upgraded arbalests, are better a bit, but I don't think that's gonna happen.
Yeah, but I think still against Britons, I think Malay are usually, like against all the remaining civs, they are have an advantage in early game. Maybe not against Portuguese, but I think against Koreans and Britons definitely. In the late game against Britons, they can easily hold up as well with skirms fully upped.
Yeah.
So 1 minute left for spectator delay, and we can definitely see the civs. I will try to have the civ names changed for the chat. Well, this was definitely interesting, the way he wanted to do the Doubt Castle. He's coming back to his roots of castle dropping because that's what he used to do on Steam. Even in team games, it didn't matter. All he did was just walk out with like a stupid number of wills and castle in your soul. So we have Koreans and Teutons. That's very interesting. Korean and all right. So again, I will let you describe Joey's map, Chris. Go ahead.
Okay, so Joey has, I'd say, not a good map. His main gold is at the front, but not too much. So I think he could be fine gathering from the bottom side or from the right side. But apart from that, his both other golds and his secondary stone is outside his walls. So the only safe resource he has in the back is his main stone, which is obviously very good against Koreans. But he also has the two gates at the left side connecting. So
Power hop is a possibility.
Exactly. At the top side could also work. There's one tile free left to the gold pile. Yeah.
The other biggest issue I see is the boar is outside. If he deletes the wall to get that boar and palisades it, or even makes a house, and he's versus Koreans, do you see what I'm getting at over here?
I think it's fine if you build a house in the palisade. I think if you want to smash down a house in the palisade, you might as well go for 900 HP walls.
Yes.
So I don't think it's a big issue.
In my case, I think the best would be he builds a house outside and then palisade and then a house behind, because that each house is 550. That gives him easily 1100 HP plus a little palisade wall. Right? Well, how much is the HP of palisade wall? I kind of forgot.
Let me check. It's 250.
Okay, so even a house and a palisade is pretty good. It's not too bad.
Yeah.
So I will let you describe DeniZ's map, Captain. Go ahead.
Well, I think DeniZ's map is perfect.
Yep.
He has all resources in his walls, and also he has 1 extra gold. So if he fails his rush, which I expect he will do, he can still boom behind, and even he will be like a few villagers behind Joey. He can still boom, and he can fight in Imperial Age, and that could make him advantage with Koreans.
Somebody is saying in the chat that the previous walls were 1800 HP. Now it's 900. I don't think so. They were playing the same map. The only time 1800 HP walls would be in Feudal Age, right? So until Dark Age, all walls are still going to be exactly 900 HP. So I don't think it would be possible to have any difference in the previous game. Only time you change your HP is in Feudal Age. And I totally agree with you, Captain. He literally has the full map hack over here. 1 gold, 2nd gold, 3rd gold, even an extra 4th gold over there. 2 backstones, literally fortify wall, sit back, get into SO. But again, Teutons are a very formidable civ to fight this, in my opinion, even in late game. Which one would you give the edge over here? Teutons or Koreans?
I would go for Koreans, but I like more Teutons. But I think Koreans should win. Still see challengers
and helps.
Mid range helps, and cannoneers, and I don't think Teutons can use paladins in this game.
Not at all, because not only paladins would be missing the husbandry, which makes them a bit slower to run around and snipe onagers or whatnot. Albs would just chew them up, and good thing Koreans can also do is just, you know, put a few bomber towers here and there, keeps, and you're kind of securing that very little area. So let's talk about relics. I doubt that we're going to get to relics in this game. For some odd reason, this is just my feeling. We have 2 very close to DeniZ's base. We have practically similarly 2 close to literally right next to DarkJoey, and there's kind of like a middle next to the wolf over there. Oddly, there's gonna be a trash with 8 villagers. Holy shit! 9 villagers! Oh boy! Is he gonna put 10 towers instantly or what?
I really like he scouted Joey's map, and he sees that there is a house only instead of stone wall.
Yes.
But unfortunately, he didn't see his main gold because it's way too far from walls.
If he even trashes in the same direction where he's going, I think he will get the gold very soon with at least a 2nd tower once he's in the base. And Joey, poor Joey, oh boy. There comes the tower.
At least Joey's up on 25 pop. I think for Teutons, Teutons usually like to go up even later, so I think it's good that he went on 25. But yeah, this can be tricky. By the way, do you like the first tower placement of DeniZ, or would you have gone for the tower hop on the bottom left side?
I would personally like him punching the wall right there. Because look where he's ending up. He is going to end up straight in the middle of this base, and then he can go both sides, right? If you go from a corner, then you're limited to that corner of the base, and then at that way, Joey can just walk outside on the other side. In this way, he has a chance to go both sides, and he actually opens his base for further scouts or knights if he plans to follow this.
Yeah.
That's at least my take on this. And
I don't like this by DeniZ, to be honest, because this is all in. If this tower rush does not do enough damage, he's out of the game. And I think he doesn't have to, because I also agree that Koreans can easily hold up in Imp. So I think just a tower rush with 4 or 5 wills should have been fine.
But the question is, should Joey just go punch him? Punch the tower? Because I think it is outside the other range, and there's no 8+1. Any time coming from DeniZ, I mean, look at his resources. I mean, he could if he really. Oh no, he actually is going to. He just built a blacksmith, so he could potentially also have 8+1 very soon.
I think with flashing, it's in range.
Yeah, but he's gonna. Joey's gonna burn that tower really fast because
he has 8 wills inside. Yeah.
At this point, I'd actually put the remaining 2 and make sure that tower dies. Because what's gonna happen now, he's gonna get shot by 2 towers simultaneously. And that's not gonna be so nice. So DeniZ did lose a villager. 2 villagers actually.
No, he killed 2 wills.
Oh, he killed 2 wills.
Oh no, one will and 1 scout.
1 will and 1 scout, okay. And just like that, DarkJoey. Oh, second will gone. Wow, that's interesting.
So in this case, had he only gone forward with, let's say, 5 wills, he would be in
much better.
Big advantage.
Yes.
But like this, he needs to do more damage, in my opinion, for the 9 will forward. Or was it 8? I think it's 8.
9. He said
Yeah.
9. He went full. Hey man, I'm coming with everything I've got here. Good luck. Okay, so 1 tower is dead.
With these 3 towers of Joey, DeniZ will not leave this nice cage that Joey made for him.
Yeah, and look at that. 1 more dead. So we are 28, 27 pop. Why doesn't he just make a tower right behind himself? Like, just make a tower out of the range of those 2 that are already there. Because all you're trying to do is not kill him, you just want to deny his gold. Because, think about this, Joey's on 10 gold, he's gonna stay like that for a very long time, unless he chooses to buy it. You know what
Joey
I mean?
can always get the gold
on the corner.
The top. Yeah, exactly.
But would he dare go out? That's the question. Because now Joey can essentially take this gold. Look at that, he just can take this gold. Why not?
Yeah.
Like, I would just put...
He doesn't want to risk, I think. When Korean would up, he would have range for that main gold.
Yeah, that's true. Fun fact, both were housed at 30 pop.
Oh, wow. Let's look at the resources. So Joey is 300 wood, 100 food, no gold, 500 stone, which I think is too much. And then we are looking at DeniZ with actually a much... Oh wow, 800 gold stone, man. He could potentially put a castle right here if he could, really. But he is rocking 0 gold, and I think this would be a good time for him to really start going on gold, which he is right now. And
I don't think you need to. I think you can just sell it.
Really?
You need more farms.
Sure. Actually, you're right. That would actually be a good choice.
Actually, no one of them has double bit X and horse collar.
Oh boy. So, last game we saw the Dark Age villager counts, and this game we see the Dark Age research counts.
Yes.
Oh man. But I really, really want to see another tower right a few tiles ahead of the first tower he built. Like even 2 tiles, like right next to his wall. Just so he can permanently deny that gold because essentially what Joey in my plan is going to do is put a castle right next to where his unfinished gate is, and he's going to roast 2 towers and secure that gold.
Yeah.
That's exactly what I'm getting at, because if you see his gold stone count, it's already 635. He's going to end up with about 750, 850 stone when he reaches Castle Age, and that's enough for relax to TC boom with a castle guarding his main.
We see very similar castle times though.
Yep, very similar will count too, 36 for 34, not like the world difference over here. But what is the follow-up from DeniZ? That's my question.
I think I'd like to see some more towers just to get more map control. So 1 tower at the gold, which is mining right now, the top side, at the gate of Joey. And then also towers at the bottom for the extra mineral resources of Joey. And also 1 more not in range of a potential castle, which would also deny the main gold.
If you guys notice, Joey actually started taking his back gold. The one he had very far back. That's really, really important. And that's gonna give him just enough to make a mangonel or something, which actually is not gonna work versus Koreans, but maybe if you still wanted to do a ram or something, this would definitely help him. And what do you think it's worth walling Joey in by any chance from DeniZ? Like once he has a couple of towers here and there, instead of getting fortified walls for himself, he could just wall Joey in. What do you think about that?
I think it would cost too much.
Too much? Well, he could still wall partially half of his base, or 1 section of his base, and then he has towers on the other side. That would actually work too. Oh, this castle is very ambitious because 1 tower from there, which he is doing now, which I wanted him to do earlier. This is...
You should put a few villagers in 2 wells, in 2 tower.
The other
then
tower.
There's
right.
no way in getting this castle up, but like this, he's not killing vills fast enough. Okay, but
yeah, but no, it worked. And guess what? Joey lost, I would say, 200 stone over here. And there's another cat. Oh boy, why are these games so Titanic, man? Look at this.
One bill is not working for...
But why did he delete it?
Yeah, I think he could have, like... The Korean vills still build very fast, yeah.
It's not even fast. I don't think so it would be in range. Do you think? And DeniZ lost another will over there somehow at the corner, magically into the tower.
And now he's just chopping wood. I think this is very indecisive.
Yeah, I mean, look at his resources. It's gonna be 1,000 wood very soon if he's not gonna do something with it. And as I said, Joey did the exact same thing. Put a tower where his gate was, and now he can say bye-bye to 2-3 towers.
Yeah, there's one thing I want to mention. So the tower rush was over very fast, so all players just built 3 towers. But they didn't react like well enough on the eco, so they both stayed with 5 or 6 builds on stone, and they had to sell the stone. I think if I had just taken these stone miners off earlier to another resource, they wouldn't have to sell and had a better eco balance and therefore more resources now.
What do you think about Joey's TC placement? His second TC that he is putting kind of in the middle of nowhere zone. What do you think about that?
I think it's good.
A lot of place for farms.
No
like this whole area, he can build a lot of farms. But guess what? Joey is up to Imperial Age. Do you think that is a good move?
Yes.
I also think so.
So he can get rid of those towers and that castle.
Especially the castle.
Yeah.
And you can just wipe DeniZ off entirely.
And guess what? Who's gonna be up in the next minute? I think DeniZ is gonna try that, and once he notices that Joey is already reaching Imperial, I think he's gonna call GG.
Yeah, probably. He has worse echo, and he'll be much slower.
Yeah, but this is what I mean. So DeniZ stayed on stone way too long, had to sell it, and if he had just gone to wood and built more farms, he would have a better eco for fast imp as well. So right now he has 11 farms, and
That's nothing.
just using
That's
the
nothing.
market.
That's absolutely
Yeah.
nothing. And the fact
Joey
that
had more.
and the fact that Joey can still produce villagers from at least one town center, while DeniZ is going to be on 1 TC and the same villager count with an amazing. Well, here's the thing. This time, DeniZ is stonewalling his map. What is he expecting? Another siege tower?
Maybe.
This is man.
I have really no idea.
But why would the Teutons who built a castle also do siege tower and crossbows?
That you can.
I mean, it's possible, of course, but
Yeah.
most people would either go fast imp or boom.
No, I think he's gonna call GG about right now.
I mean, he is halfway to imp as well, but there's no follow-up for him.
And he doesn't even have enough stone to be able to repair this castle. Like, you need at least, with 1.5 minutes slower, you would need at least 400 or 500 stone too. Because by the time he's gonna get his first castle out, I think there's gonna be at least 2 trebs hitting it very, very hard.
Yeah, I think it would have been better to just build more towers around Joey's base,
And by
which
himself
takes
time.
a long, buy himself time and do a 40C boom behind it.
Well, he's
That's
stonewalling,
GG.
and there's GG.
Does
Alrighty,
guys.
we will do a little
Hey,
bit
Joey.
of interview, if it's possible.
Of course, of course.
Go ahead with the questions, Chris. What do you have for Joey?
Well, first of all, congratulations for the match, for the winning the matches. Very well played.
Thank you.
Did you expect DeniZ to go for the castle drop in the first game, Franks against Inca?
Yes, to be honest, because I know how he like to place Franks, and then you also why he picked Franks. Yeah, that's why I was pretty confident with my strategy.
Okay, and the siege tower crossbow was the plan all along?
No, it was not actually. I just went to boom one monastery, some eagles, and boom into Kamayuks and whatever.
Okay.
But when I've seen the castle, I was pretty sure he will do a YOLO game like 1TC, try to push with 2 or 3 castle on my base and will not have eco beyond this. That means no more TCs, so your eco is pretty, I don't know, it's just
vulnerable to.
horrible, yeah, of course, and you
Yeah,
can read a lot if you have only 1 TC.
Yeah, very good call. I think the siege tower actually won you the game there because you might have struggled against more castles and traps.
Yeah, of course, and they had only 1 castle.
Yeah.
But in this one, I have a good map to deal with it. I think it was good for me.
In the first game, you mean?
Yeah, sure.
Yes.
Yeah,
yes.
well, if I had the bad map, I could have done for trash or something like that. That's why I picked Incas, because I have a lot of options.
Yeah, and did you see that he didn't have loom when he initially went out to build the castle?
No, I did not realize this actually.
Okay. Yeah, it was.
I think that tower was fully necessary because he had so many villages there. Maybe 1 eagles more or 2 could have done more damage, for sure. But
yes.
I think it went still well.
Yeah. Why did you build the siege workshop instantly after he built the castle? Was there any special thought behind it?
Yeah, I was expecting fast imp or just mango pressure and try to beat castle inside my base. That's why.
Okay, so just defensive.
And I
mango.
went to eventually go for the siege tower.
Okay. Because I initially thought that you were gonna ram rush, which I think is not a good idea against X-Men. So.
No. You will kill all my rams. And he had so many villages here. I had to.
He has his entire base over there, bro.
Yeah, well, he loses a lot of villages on his home base, man.
Joey, that was all he had. That was all he had. His entire eco was in your base at that time. Everything, every single one of the villagers that he ran. Oh man.
I think he did not expect me to go siege tower.
No, he did not.
That's why he walled this entire base. The second 1 game,
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh man, what a game! That was a doubt castle. That was such a doubt castle. Like, had he lost a villager or two, your tower would have actually denied it. That
Yeah,
was
sure.
just so
But I was not
cringe.
expecting him to be up so fast like me. I don't know. I put a castle there and instantly got tower, you know? That's why I went back with that shit, man.
Actually, I had a question about your Civ pick. Why did you actually pick Inca? Like, what was your general plan? Depending on you've already seen some of his Civ picks.
Well, my plan was just to have some map control in Castle Age, and I think Incas are really good against Britons, maybe Franks, of course, and I can trash with them. I have a lot of options now. If I have a bad map, I
Okay.
can still trash. I can defend well from trash. Of
Makes
course, I
sense.
have a crossbow, which helped a lot, you know.
So you
And
just wanted an
I also
all-rounder
just like
Civ,
this Civ.
right?
I love Incas and Kamayuks.
Perfect. No, that's very very good. Any more questions, Captain?
I have one question for the second game.
Sure.
Why did you pick Teutons there and not Malay? Was there any special decision making behind that?
Well, he had the Britons, Koreans, and Portuguese, and I knew he will play aggressive. That's why I picked Teutons to have a defensive civ, you know. So I'm sure I will not get wrecked from some YOLO strategy if I have a bad map. And they are also a really good civ, even in aggression. I can trash, I can smash, have really good economy. I think Paladins were really good as well against those civs. I mean, if he does pressure in Castle Age with Britons, for example, I can still go for Knights. And they have a really good eco behind this, you know. And for Koreans as well, I was expecting him now to pick Portuguese or Koreans, and they said, okay, if he goes Koreans, I can defend myself well with Teutons.
Okay.
And against Portuguese as well.
Yeah, we also expected Koreans or Portuguese by DeniZ, but I, for myself, for my part, thought that you would answer this with Malay and do very fast up, and then build towers at the same time as he would, and then you can defend very easily.
Yeah, I was just more confident with Teutons.
Okay, yeah, makes sense. Makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah, of course, Malay could have been a good option as well. Of course.
No, it makes sense. Yeah, Teutons.
But I mean, with Teutons, even if I fuck up, I can still have good towers to defend myself. And even against Portuguese, because if he goes for organ guns, of course I have a lot of choice with Malay as well. But
right.
Honestly, I picked Burmese for Portuguese, but I was pretty sure he will not pick that in the second one game.
Yeah.
Because he tried already to castle drop me and do some stuff like that. It did not really work.
Very well played.
Thank you, man.
Steve, any questions?
Maybe in game 2, were you surprised that he deleted his castle in your base? Because we were.
I don't know, because I had more villagers actually than in building that castle. I think my castle could have gone up faster, and they also had a tower there, I think. I mean, if my castle is up, I can just garrison my villas and attack his castles with tower and castle, and we'll lose everything, yes.
Yeah, thank you.
Perfect.
Well, I did not check how many percent he had on that castle, but I think my should have gone up faster, yeah.
I'm not sure, because Koreans still have plus 33% castle.
Yeah, I know, but I had all my farmers there, my friend.
Yeah.
No need food, build a castle.
The thing is,
castle fast, man, oh boy.
Even if he had his castle there, it would not achieve anything if you also have your castle there. So
yeah,
but we would see a P-Tart fight then. We could have seen a P-Tart fight.
Stuff like that, full clans stuff. Oh boy.
Because his one tower outside the walls would still deny your main gold anyway, so it's like the castle would not have done that much for DeniZ if you have the better fast im timing behind it.
Yeah, sure.
So yeah.
I also went I added one TC when I clicked up, so I was pretty sure I had more eco than him.
Yeah, you also had from the get-go more farmers anyway. So Yeah, more vills as well, but also more farmers. So that's why your fast imp was just a little smoother, and you could also afford more TC production. Yeah,
Yeah, of course.
and
I
this
went
is
for the
also
30C a little bit too late, probably, but I went to do it on my main goal, you know.
yeah, makes sense. Makes sense.
Chris, we will need to go to Trash Clan's. Well, I don't want to say it this way, but T-Rash Clan's Discord. We are waiting to interview them over there as well.
Okay.
So me and you can definitely go and ask him a few questions. Professor 4K will be happy to translate for us over there.
Perfect.
Yeah, Captain. I will see you shortly. Okay.
Yeah, sure.
Thank you.
See you guys.
See you.
See you.
Okay. I think they will join our room. Second.
Okay.
Hello.
Hello, Professor. Hi.
Hello.
Welcome.
Thanks. You're welcome.
So Chris will go ahead with the first questions. Go ahead, Chris.
Yes, first of all, well played, DeniZ. Very interesting strategies, definitely. So the first question I have for you is the build order in the first game, the Franks game, where you went on stone after you clicked up to castle. Was that intentional, or did you just mess up the build order there?
İlk oyunda çağ atladıktan sonra taşa girdin ya.
Hı.
Onu planladın mı diyor, yoksa bir anda mı karar verdin taşa girmeye diyor.
Yok, o benim kendi geliştirdiğim bir taktik.
No, he is normal build for DeniZ.
Very
Okay.
interesting.
Bir de
It's very interesting. I mean, it worked out.
He always doing same thing every game.
Okay, now I mean he had the stone to build the castle. Next question, loom. Question mark.
Boy. What
Did you
loom?
forget, or was that also intentional? In the first game, where you went across the map to build the castle without loom, and then lost a few vills to the eagles of Joey.
I didn't hear you. Can you repeat your question?
Yes. DeniZ, you went across the map in the first game with the villas to build the castle without loom. Did you just forget?
DeniZ ilk oyunda kaleye atarken
evet.
loom almayı unuttun mu diyor, yoksa?
Loom almayı
O da plan.
unuttum. Kesinlikle unutmuşumdur yani. Ben
He forgot.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's very unlucky.
Ben şu an yani farkına vardım. Söylediğin zaman farkına vardım. Yani bilmiyordum. Ben aldım diye biliyorum.
He thought he took loom. He didn't know.
Okay,
No.
very unlucky.
No problem.
Yeah.
Classic arena mistake.
Titanic.
Titanic, yes.
Okay, moving to the second game. What was your thought behind Koreans there? You had the other options of Britons and Portuguese. What was your thinking?
He told me he won Koreans versus Joey. He said, okay, I will pick again Korean.
Okay, and with the thought behind it of trushing, or was there any other stretch possible?
No, he was planning tower rush.
Okay. One last question for me. When the initial tower rush failed, when you were in this palisade cage that Joey so kindly made for you, your thought behind it was to go fast imp, I think, and build the castle. Did you also think about just booming and placing some more towers just to buy you some time?
Kaleden sonra Imperial'e mi basacağım falan diyordu. Planın o muydu diyor.
Aynen. Kaleden sonra Imperial'a hemen basmayı düşünüyordum. Ama planladığım gibi gitmedi. Karşı taraf benden önce bastı. Kaleyi iptal etmeseydim de yani kesinlikle karşı taraf benden önce dikecekti. Çünkü tüm iççileri kaleye doğru yönlendirdiğini gördüm. O yüzden de mecbur kaleyi deletlemek zorunda kaldım.
He was planning to go Imperial. He cancelled castle because he scared Teuton will build castle faster.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I have one question. Considering all the civs he picked Britons, Koreans, Franks, and Portuguese. Essentially, these are all pretty aggressive civs other than Franks, but we all knew he's gonna also use Franks for full YOLO castle drops. And Koreans obviously are late game, but we already knew he's gonna abuse this in the feudal age. Then my question is what's the reason behind this? Does he not want to play late game with Joey for any specific reason, or is this just his play style that he feels more comfortable winning the game early on in Castle Age?
Deniz Bey diyor, niye bütün agresif ırkları seçtin diyor. Oyun uzarsa Joey yenileceğinden mi korkuyorsun diyor.
Şimdi şöyle bir şey var. Evet, o konuda haklı. Yani oyun uzarsa kesinlikle demeyeyim de. Yani büyük bir olasılık yenileceğimi düşünüyordum. Castle'da rakibe büyük bir darbe vurup o şekilde oyunu kazanmayı planlamıştım açıkçası. Ben genelde birebir de taktiğim budur. İlk saldıran olmak isterim. İlk saldıranın oyunu alacağını, ilk saldıranın ve aynı zamanda da karşı tarafa zarar verenin oyunu alabileceğini düşündüğüm için genelde agresif ırkları seçtim. Aynen.
He picked aggressive civilization because he don't want to play late game. He thinks if who attack first, who wins game. His game style, his game mind.
Okay.
Okay.
So he would rather choose to do very unconventional stuff, or even conventional stuff, but in earlier game than taking it to the 50-minute mark or 45-minute mark where you're kind of fighting just, at the very late game. So he would rather prefer to play a lot earlier and fight that way.
Yes, his game style is always like that.
Perfect. But is this specific for 1v1s? Because I've played a couple of team games with him, and in those he usually booms into a specific unit composition in early imp.
Yes, because I say don't rush on team games.
Oh boy! No, why did you say that? We do want to see 20 villagers without putting a castle against, I don't know, Modri or something, because that would be amazing. That's what we want to see from him. Why would you tell him not to do that?
Because everyone knows he will go rush him.
Oh man.
So you are preparing some things.
Well, thank you so much for this. Chris, did you have any more questions?
No, I think that's all of them.
Well, awesome. I'm really happy that DeniZ took part in this, and well played.
And he's not out yet. There's still a second loser brackets game to come. So
Absolutely.
We can see some more YOLO strats. I'm looking forward to it.
We would love to see this stuff again. I swear to God.
So thank you for the games, DeniZ. Well played, and thank you for translating, Professor 4K.
Okay, no problem.
Have a good one. Thank you.
See ya.
Bye-bye.
See you. Bye-bye.
All right, to my viewers, thank you for tuning in. I will update the scoreboard, obviously. And the victory definitely goes to Joey over here. Let's hope we will see them in the near future in the other brackets that will follow. I will also update the scoreboard as we speak. So we are in business over here. So let's do here some scores. And between Steve Rogers and Aquino will be played by DarkJoey as well as DeniZ in the losers round 2. We have yet to announce the dates for this, but most of the dates can be seen on here, and we will keep updating them as other players keep putting out their schedules, and we will update this as soon as possible. Thank you for tuning in. Have brackets? Yes, I could definitely show the brackets again if you want. So we just did DeniZ versus DarkJoey. We have Aquino with Steve Rogers coming up very shortly. I believe their date was also on the website. We have Riff versus YOLO on the same day as Aquino and Steve Rogers. I believe that is on the 17th, which is Thursday. The times are also listed on the website. We will have Vic Dark versus Evo on, I believe, the 21st, and something like that. It's a bit later, like a week and a half late. We will have King Marv and Magic Rusher as well, playing soon. I'm not sure, they haven't submitted their schedule yet, but I believe it will be in the week or so. Player 2 and 3 are actually, we're not sure if they will participate. It's going to be one of them is Ishpuini, as well as Reclamation and Impossible. So these 3 players, we're not sure whomever is going to participate or not. In the losers bracket, you have me versus Heckles coming up soon. I'm not sure what time he has available. I believe he's going to be available over the weekend, so we will hopefully do that soon. And DeniZ will end up with either, as I said, the loser over here, which would be Aquino or Steve Rogers. For now, that's about it. If you have any more questions, feel free to message me. And thank you for tuning in, and have a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful, wonderful evening. See ya. Have a good one. Bye-bye.